Hi everyone, I'm Hoodie Angel Brandon, and welcome to another Feh Freebies. This time we are closing out the year with December's free summons, and to kick things off we have Heroes with Infantry Pulse, which is not the worst banner, also not the most mind-blowing, but it's not bad. We have two pretty good green units. Helbindi has fallen off a bit, but I still use him every once in a while in Arena Assault. And he's probably up for a refine in the next year or so hopefully he gets something that improves him. But then we've also got Garrick, who has pretty decent fodder, nothing super amazing. He's got Sudden Panic, Infantry Pulse, and Darting Blow 4. So nothing super mind-blowing, but not bad. And then we've got the good boy Nils, who I'm very tempted to go for, but I already have him as a dancer. He doesn't really need merges. Fodder-wise, he's not that impressive, so I guess I'm going to go green, even though I don't really... Well, I guess I'm going to go with neither. Between colorless and red, I guess I'd rather try colorless. There's some off-focus colors, the colorless units I'd love to pull, but instead we're just starting things with the Felicia. How sad. I wasn't really needing any of those units, but I would have liked the option to try for them, you know? But yeah, oh well. No orbs that time. Finally, after a rather uneventful week, we finally have our next banner to summon off of, and it's Weekly Revival 19 featuring Grima, Olivia, and Best Daughter Morgie. Are they trying to imply something here? Like, maybe Robin is supposed to be with Olivia, and that's why they have Morgan? Maybe. I don't know. Who knows? I'm sure someone paired them up like that, but, anyway, that aside, I have all these units, so there's no one here I'm particularly desperate to have. If I didn't already have a plus 10 Morgan, then I'd be going for her, but, mine has been plus 10 for quite a while, so I actually kind of always worry about her pity breaking me on a random banner because she doesn't really have anything in terms of fodder. Since I don't play armors, none of these really have anything in terms of fodder. With that said, I think I would prefer Grima over Olivia just because he can use the merge a little better than a dancer. But if there's no green, then I guess I'll pull red, and honestly, I kind of don't want Morgan, so I'd probably maybe pull colorless before blue. So let's go with our free summon. We got one green, so we'll just pull that and then bounce. Nothing here I really need that much. Come on, something cool. Cool might be a stretch, but alright. Thanks. Disappointing after a long wait, but we'll have more banners to come, I'm sure. Next up, we have the new Power Focus banner, and Lucina decided to tag along. Weird. Anyway, speaking of weird, the most 2020 thing is that Mist is actually good now. I've got her refine because I already have a copy and I refined it, and her refine is actually really good. She's really solid just by existing, and that's pretty much all she has to do. But then she's got healer utility too. Maybe not like the most game-breaking unit in the game, but it's amazing that they actually salvaged her and made her a solid option. I was using her in Arena Assault, and she let me kill some units that I probably shouldn't have been able to kill with her, but anyway, I already have literally everyone on this banner. I think I want to pull blue, though, just because I'm still looking for that Robin. Red wouldn't be a bad backup, but we got the blue, so we'll go for that. Try and get a Noe merge, try and get a Robin. Either of those would be fine. Oh, and we got a Nils, a good boy, instead. That's fine. I'm happy with that. Hello, Nils. Ah, look at him. He's so adorable. This one is plus res. I don't remember what my original one, but it doesn't really matter because he's a dancer. I know I could use him for like even pulse tie or infantry pulse, but frankly, I don't care that much. I'd rather just merge him. So that's not either of the characters I was looking for, but I'm more than happy with that. That's fine. That's a great freebie. Thank you.
All right, for weekly revival 20, I already have Amelia and Olwen, so I guess we'll pull for Aira, who I don't have yet, but I still kind of want to pull blue just because I want my Robin, but realistically, if there's no red, I guess we'll go green for Armor March and then blue for Olwen, but well, there's no red, so I guess we'll pull this green here. Even though I don't use armors that often, maybe it could be good to have Armor March fodder on hand, just in case. Instead, we got Mustache Man. You're not very good or helpful. Goodbye, Mr. Scary Guy. Bye-bye.
For this Tempest Trial Focus banner, we have Bernie, Hilda, and Sanaki. And I'm admittedly very tempted by this banner. I need, Bernie is just really good fodder. And I'd like 2 more copies of her. I'd like to give one to Klein for... Well, I want her push skill and her lull skill on both the units, but Klein would like them. But I'm also kind of tempted. Now that I've gotten most of the units that I had on the back burner built up, I'm looking at some of the other units that I've considered building, and one of them would really like her skills. So I'd kind of like to get 2 Bernies. I'm not sure. I'm thinking I'll pull both these colorless here, and then I want to wait and see who's on the legendary banner. But then after that, I may come back at the last minute and pull for extra, try and get those Bernies, since we escaped the winter banner without anyone that I really wanted. So I'm not sure if I need to come back or not, but this banner is very tempting at the very least. So far we got just these 2. They're not very helpful. So I guess by the time that you guys see this, I'll have decided if I wanted to come back or not, but very tempting banner for sure. For the new winter banner, a Festival Miracle, normally I don't care too much about winter, but I'm very tempted this year, partially because they finally broke the trend of armors only, and the duo hero looks really useful. Just being able to turn on Vantage on everyone, it seems really useful for Aether raids. She seems pretty solid. She could also get attack buffs from her regular form and Regan, since she's not a mythic hero. So that seems really useful. Bernie looks solid. Hilda is the 4-star, and I like Hilda, but also her weapon, the Candy Cane, looks like it could be really nice for Geralt. And then we've got the Healer Boy, and he's got that new Odd Recovery, which is kind of a weird skill to me because it kind of means that your healer doesn't need to heal. But I think it actually could be useful on certain healers that are good enough to be attacking. They might want to, their weapons want them to attack more than they want to be playing support. So it still lets them passively heal and remove debuffs or penalties and stuff, while also being able to attack. I think that's a really interesting skill, but it's still kind of weird. What does that do again? But I could see it being useful on Brave Veronica, Brave Camilla, or anyone with Witchy Wand or Candlelight. And I've also seen people talk about using it on Aether Raid's defense to block isolation effects from Brave Fjorm or Bridal Fjorm and Milla. And I could actually see that being pretty useful, though I think that's a comp that'll have more or a skill that'll have more investment. But I think that's a skill that'll have more use down the line once we get the even version too. And then you could put 2 healers. You could put Brave Veronica and some other healer next to your dancer with auto recovery and even recovery, and they just keep isolation off of them at all times. I think that could be a really useful skill down the line, but right now I'm kind of iffy on it. But definitely has some potential, and I wouldn't mind having it on Sakura, but as it stands, I'm kind of most interested in Altena, and then Hilda, and then Bernie, and then him. Also, Bernie is drawn by Toby, and Toby's just my favorite artist in the game, so always does really great art. Love Toby, hoping that Toby draws Ash. So I'm really tempted to pull here, is what my rambling basically boils down to. I'm very tempted to pull for like 2 Hildas and an Altena, but I'm also curious what else is going on, and we've got Bernie over here that I kind of want. So I'm thinking, well, I was gonna say I'll pull all the reds and blues, but at this point I guess I'll just pull all the reds in this opening wheel, and then maybe I'll come back later after we see like the legendary and stuff, because I think this banner lasts a while. But like I can also try for Hilda on like a double special down the line or something. But I'm very tempted because there's good stuff here, even though I don't want to be tempted, and I feel bad about it. And we're not getting anything super exciting here. I was also hoping to pull blue for a chance at Robin, but instead we are getting nothing, and it's a little sad. It embodies my opinions on the winter season as a whole. Just Atharja. No luck. Very sad session. Be gone.
For this bound hero battle, gonna go for Leon. Ephraim would be backup since I already have Erica, but we got the green, so let's just try and get ourselves a demon prince. He seems pretty good, love to have him. Instead we just got Wrath. Not that exciting. I think I'm getting a decent number of copies of him, so if I ever need Death Smoke, I think I'm pretty good at this point. But oh well, maybe one day I'll get a Leon, but right now I've got other priorities, so oh well.
For weekly revival 21, I already have Shiro, so I'm gonna go for Rajat. Her weapon seems pretty useful. Leaf is a alright backup. But we got the one green, we'll try for that. Blue wouldn't have been terrible just to try for that Robin merge, or that plus speed Robin rather, but I've already got like a +1 Shiro, so I didn't really need him. We just got a Merrick, who is not very exciting. He's just gonna turn into feathers. Goodbye, Mr. Merrick. So now we have heroes with chill skills, which I was kind of looking forward to. There were a lot of cool units on the banner, and like this isn't a bad banner, but it does feel a little underwhelming. Because we've had dual chill skills for a while now, but we look at the characters they decided to put on this, and we got Chill Def 3, Chill Speed 3, Chill Speed 3. I don't know, I just feel like these are all good units, but like I feel like they could have been they could have tossed in at least like one of the dual chill skills, right? I was kind of hoping Brave Claude would show up, but also kind of not, because I wanted to save orbs and I kind of need to pull for him for Sedith, so I'm kind of glad that he's not back yet. But at the same time, I kind of wasn't expecting him, because I just feel like they're gonna wait and they're gonna rerun him at like the anniversary or something, all the Brave heroes from the last round. So not that surprised that he didn't show up. We're gonna pull blue. I got a Brave Alm fairly recently, so I don't really need him. Actually, I got Cliff too fairly recently. Tsubasa is the only one I don't have, but also I just want an excuse to pull blue. So we're gonna pull Alm, just like I said, right? We're gonna get the free Alm, and it's gonna be great. Everything will be wonderful, because we got Drog. Just as I planned, right, guys? I've been saying from the very beginning, I said we're gonna come in here, we're gonna get that awesome ward armor, we're gonna get that lunge so that we have more options for allegiance battles. It's going to be wonderful. This is exactly what I wanted. Thank you, IS.
Merry Christmas, everyone. Today we have a bunch of free summons. We have the Legendary Hero banner. We got this Glorious Gifts rerun. And we have the Gifts of Winter rerun. Lots of good stuff to pull from on these banners. I gotta say, I held off on summoning on the other banners, on this Tempest Trial banner and this Festive Miracle banner. I still might. But I was holding off because I really wanted to see who was going to be on the Legendary Hero banner, because having Plumeria and Regan together made Red look really solid. And then we got Lilina, and she's just kind of I don't really care too much about her. She has Pulse Smoke, which is good, but then her other good skill to inherit is Attack Res Solo, which you can't get because we're not allowed to have solo skills in the 3-4 pool or in the Grail pool, so you gotta give up some other rare fodder for that, and honestly, I don't think that's worth it. So, disappointing in that regard, fodder-wise. Like, Pulse Smoke is good, but like, and then I'd like to get Bramimond, I'd like to get Brave Claude for fodder, but Duma is also likewise just not very appealing. So it's just kind of hard to convince myself to pull on this when both the colors that I'm interested in have someone who's kind of a dud to me. But I'm willing to use the free tickets on these. So we're going to pull reds and colorless. Any of them that pop up will pull on this. So I might be spending a few more orbs than I should, but it's fine. We got a Tharja, which is wonderful, right? That's what we wanted. Yeah, I'd love to get Bramimond. Garen wants his attack res. Lol. Ooh, Wings of Mercy is actually very useful. And there's someone else who I was thinking might want attack res lol, but now I can't remember. Who was it? Oh, Sakura might want it. I think she can use that. So Bramimond would be good. I need that Claude for Seteth. And then Riggin and Lilina merges are both fantastic as well. So all these colorless orbs we're going to take. It's going to put a big dent in my my orb stash, actually. This is kind of painful. I wasn't planning on getting tickets for this. I was not going to summon that much, but oops. But yeah, so would love to get Bramimond or Brave Claude. I did really want to go in on Brave Claude to get that for Seteth, but I think I'd rather wait for him to rerun on something where he's the main focus unit. And we got a Duma. He's not the worst unit I could pull, but like, he's not very exciting. I'm just going to merge him and then stick him on my defense team. I'm never going to look at him because, like, he's an armor unit. He's not that exciting. But he will make me lose slightly less lift in Astra Anima season, which isn't bad. Legault is okay. Not the most exciting pulls in colorless, of course, but we got that Duma. Got the Duma. Come on, give us a Claude. I would love the Claude for Seteth. No, a second Legault. Cool. Yeah, and then I also, like, if instead of Duma that was like Milla, I would be all in on this banner pulling colorless, because I want like all three of Claude, Milla, and Bramimond, but Duma's just kind of, he's there, he exists. And last round, 2 reds and a colorless. Come on. I think I'd rather have Riggin, because she is between her and Plumeria, she's the one who's going to be doing more combat. But I wouldn't be upset with Plumeria either, for that very slight increase to lift. Well, we got Lilina, just not quite the one that is the star of the banner.
And wow, yeah, this tore into my orbs a lot faster than I expected. Oops. Come on, give us the Claude. No, Clarine. Oh well, we still got a Duma out of it, so not terrible. And we've still got these over here. All right, so for this one, I want Sothis the most, and then Marth would be backup. But I'm not interested in these enough to spend orbs on, like if there's multiple greens. Just gonna pull the greens, colorless, and then blue would be the third backup. But like I said, I'm not interested enough to pull extensively on these because they're all armors. I don't like using armors that much. Gunther is not an armor, but he's also not helpful. Alright, come on. That second green is, like I said, it's tempting just because I like Sothis, but I have a regular Sothis, so like, I'm not too torn up over it. Oh, we got a Mustafa, who I have not seen that many copies of. I think this is like my second one. Plus attack, though, I might want to promote him, actually. So that's not a terrible pull. And on this one, we got no blues, so we will try for Marth. Mary Marth. Come on. Nope, Setsuna. Oh well. She's not very exciting, but that's fine, I guess. And next on this one, I already have Erica. I guess I want Ephraim between him and Feh. Because I think I'd rather have a unit that's weak to armor weapons rather than a unit that's weak to armor weapons and dragon weapons. And I think I did get Brave Ephraim. I was gonna say I don't have an Ephraim yet, but I do have the Brave Ephraim that came a while ago. Oh, it's the precious boy. Look at him. That's way better than an Ephraim. Thank you. Look at that precious boy. He's wearing his pajamas for Christmas Eve night. He's so holly and jolly and holy and sweet, and we love him. That is a much better. That's a better free summon, honestly. I'm more happy about that than than if I'd gotten Ephraim, honestly. Corrin's awesome. I love Corrin. I actually just drew a winter Corrin of my own for a friend, so I'm happy about that. And we still got 2 more free summons. Come on. Come on. I'll take Ephraim. I'll take my Robin that I'm looking for. Est. No. Est is no. Est is no. And last one. One last blue. Come on. Something good. No! Demon! Be gone! I don't care if you're wearing the red armor and you think you fit the theme. Get out of here. We don't want you here. Ugh. For this weekly revival, I have everyone but Roy, so we'll go for him. If there's no red, we'll go for Ninian. Can't really say I want a Lyn merge. I might even take a green over her. But, yeah. Gonna try for the Brave Boy. And while I'm here, it's kind of off topic, but I'm in kind of the mood. Every so often I get in the mood to like just kind of mess around with like the intros and outros to my videos and stuff. So I was just thinking, would you guys, I always worry like maybe it might like annoy people if I mess around with that stuff too much, but would you guys be upset if I like messed around and changed it maybe? I think I want to keep the music because I actually like the music I've got there. I mean, I wouldn't mind replacing the outro music, but like, I can't think of anything I'd replace it with. I'd do Tearing Through Heaven, but like that wouldn't fit. But like, would it annoy you if I changed that? If I like changed the visuals on that? I don't know. I might do it. I'm not sure yet, but just thought I'd throw it out there. I hope it wouldn't like annoy people. But just had some ideas lately. And we got a Hana. not very exciting, but yeah, just not very exciting. Can't really think of anything to do with her. I don't think she's got great fodder. So, turn her into feathers, maybe. Who knows? For heroes with Luna, we've got 3 pretty solid units. We've got Fallen Merida, Sirius, and Sed over here. Sed has Pulse Smoke, which is pretty nice fodder. Sirius has Lull Attack Speed, which is always nice to have. And then Merida has Null Follow-Up and Flashing Blade, which interests me the least. To get Flashing Blade, you have to go through the Grail Pool to get like a Summer Ilger to get Flashing Blade 3 and Follow-Up 4, or and Null Follow-Up. But then again, these two, you can't get everything in one go either, so But between them, I think I prefer Sirius the most. I'd like to have Lull Attack Speed on hand, and we got 1 blue orb. I was thinking if Geralt is actually really speedy, it might be good to have that as a backup skill for him. So I figured we'd try and get that, but instead we just got a May. That's not very happy. We'll just get rid of her, but oh well. I always say oh well. For this Tempest Trial Summoning focus, I'd like Caden or Selkie, so I think I'll pull any blues or greens. And I'm glad that I got that Valoria a while back, so I don't have to go for her and repeat that horrible ordeal that I endured. Okay, so we got no chances at Caden, which is very unfortunate. I really want at least 1 Caden just to have him. But we'll go for the good girl Selkie. I do love her. Not so much Tail to you. Caden's cool. I'd like to get his New Year's form, but like I don't want to pull while Anna's there. Like I don't care about Anna, so it's just kind of hard for me to feel like going for Caden. Hey, Sedith! It's hard for me to feel like going for Caden when Anna's sharing the focus on that, even though he's the 4-star. So I might just wait for a double special hero on him. So it's a little sad we couldn't get him go for him here, but you know, whatever. Oh, and we got a Robin! Yay! Come on, please be plus speed. Dang. Well, one day, maybe. And at long last, Happy New Year's Eve, everyone. We are closing things out with the Winter's Envoy rerun. And on this one, I'm not really sure. I think I want to go Tharja just because Close Counter is really good to have around, but I wouldn't mind Robin, and I don't have Crom anymore, so I wouldn't mind him or Lissa. But I think I want the Close Counter fodder the most. Robin would be backup, and then green is the 3rd choice. We'll just pull this 1 red, though. Hope for the Tharja. And if not, then no big deal. Just an Olivia. Not the most exciting way to end the year, but oh well. So, yeah. Even with that kind of disappointing end, can't complain this month. Had some really good pulls. In fact, not just this month. 2020 was kind of a garbage year for everything except my free summons, and those were kind of insane. So yeah, no complaints here. So as always, thank you guys so much for watching, both for this month's free summons and for all the other ones throughout this year. And I hope you guys have great summons of your own going into the new year, whether they be free or otherwise. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, this is Hoodie Angel Brandon, signing out.